Open Photoshop with an image that you would like to use as the background with an object that you want to have the text to wrap around. And let's get started. Create a vector path around an object by whatever means. For advanced users, you can use the pen tool. For beginner users, you can use the lasso tool, or you can use a series of selection to create a shape and then convert it to a path. In this example, I will start by using several selections to create a shape and then convert the final selection into a work path. Select the rectangular marquise tool and click and drag with the mouse to draw a rectangle that cuts across the middle of the soccer ball and extends to the other edge of the background. Hold down the spacebar key to move the selection to better position it, and then release the mouse and the spacebar key. Select the elliptical marquise tool and hold down the Alt or the Option key to subtract from the existing selection. Notice the minus sign on the selection cursor. Click and drag with the mouse to draw a rough circle that is slightly larger than the soccer ball that will act as a margin when the text is added later. While still holding down the Alt or the Option key, hold on the Shift key to force the ellipse to draw a perfect circle. While both keys are still held down, use the spacebar to move the selection to align it with the soccer ball better. Then release the mouse and all three keys in that order to subtract the new selection from the existing selection. If you're following along with what I'm doing with a similar shape, since the mouse and three keys are being used, this may take several tries to get it right. If necessary, choose Select, Deselect to delete the selection and start over again. Right-click on the canvas, choose Make Work Path, and then click the OK button. Notice the selection change from a selection denoted by the animated dashed lines and curves commonly known as marching ants, to a vector shape denoted by a solid line and curves. Now that the custom shape is created, let's add text so that it wraps around the object. Press the T key to activate the horizontal type tool. Notice that when the cursor is outside of the path, there's a square around it, and when you hover inside of the path, it changes to a circle to let you know that the text will be added inside of the path, as we will soon see. Click inside of the shape to add some lower Epson placeholder text. Select Type, paste lower Epson one or more times depending upon your needs to add text to most of the shape. In the Layers panel, double-click on the text thumbnail and not its layer to select all text, and then choose Window Character to open up the character and paragraph panels. In the Character tab, change the text color, font, size, or lettering to your liking. Click the Paragraph tab and change the text justification to your liking. Copy text from another source like Microsoft Word, then double-click the text thumbnail again, right-click inside of the shape, and select Paste. If necessary, change the font size to better match the shape. Pro tip: the smaller the font, the better the text will hug the shape of the curve. Sometimes it's helpful to make the background shape semi-transparent. Let's see how to perform this task. Click the text layer to select it. Click the Create New Layer icon at the bottom of the Layers panel to create a new blank layer. Move this layer below the text layer. Click the Path tab, hold down the Command key, and click the Work Path thumbnail to get a selection of the shape. Return to the Layers panel, select a foreground color of your liking, press the Alt or the Option key and the Delete key to add the foreground color to the shape. Adjust the opacity so that you can see the background layer through it. Choose, select, deselect to delete the selection to see the shape better. Optionally, double-click the text thumbnail again, resize the text object to give the text some padding on the edges, and then click the Commit check icon to commit the transformation. Click the Move tool to hide the selection and move the text, if necessary. There you have it, text being wrapped around an object. You can do this with any object, a person, a place, or a thing, to name a few. If you're new to this channel, click the like, subscribe, and notification button so that you don't miss any videos like this one, and to help me promote this channel. Thanks for your thoughtful consideration in advance. And remember to share this video with your family, your friends, your enemies, your neighbors, your co-workers, your in-laws, and most of all, your outlaws.